going to can edit it anyway, because I'm going to stick it into YouTube and can put it down as edit off the bits we don't like anyway. Just chop and change it. It's all good.
Okay, cool.
Right. So this little recordy thing we're doing, I've got Melissa Corkhill here on the recording. Hurrah! The lovely Mistress Corkhill, who is editor of the Green Parent magazine and apparently does lots of other things as well, which we might find out from her if we're lucky. We'll drag it out of her. So this is the first one of our little series of interviews we want to do, kind of asking women who are top of their game to chat to us about who they are, what they do, why they do it, and how they like to play. Because obviously we're all about play, and we like to find out how people incorporate play into their lives, even when they maybe don't realize they are doing it, because it's something they love doing. So I'm going to shut up eventually and let Melissa talk, so it's not all me going blah, 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 blah. Yes,
I feel really blessed to be the first one.
You are the first. I've been thinking about this for ages and ages and ages. I want to get women on to talk about what they do and why they're so good at it. And last week, we did our appreciation challenge. You were lurking. I saw you there. And I you had said about, I must do more Facebook Live. So I went, we'll drag her online and make her do one of these then. Have you done much online stuff before? Like face-to-face interviews, recordings online. Have you done much of it yet?
I've done various TV, radio interviews, but very little on social media.
Oh, well, we're lucky to have you here first then. Very good. Okay, so tell us who you are. Yes, who are you? Go on, tell us.
Okay, so my main role is a mother of two teenage daughters. I also edit the Green Parent magazine, which is a magazine about kind of rewilding of kids, getting them back to nature, getting them in contact with the earth, kind of letting your kids go feral a bit, although that's not particularly PC, but and I teach yoga, and what else do I do? I'm a samba player, I'm a creatrix, I'm studying to be a priestess of Rhiannon, which is really awesome. So yeah, my life is very rich and full.
Yeah, go. The one that caught my attention. What's a creatrix? I like this word. What is it?
What is a creatrix? It's someone who creates. You're a creatrix too, baby.
Oh, hurrah! That's good. I can give myself that title. That's good. And so what things are you creating at the moment? If you want to share with us anything you're creating that you think, I'm excited about.
That's a really good question. I've got 20 books sitting on my laptop, which I'm in the process of writing. I'm in the middle of creating. Yeah, they're half, some of them are done and some of them are half finished and some of them are seed kind of kernel ideas. I'm in the middle of doing this yoga course that I've created around balancing the energy centers in the body. So there was quite a lot of creativity involved in putting that together. I'm just working on a womb workshop for women. So I'm creating the program around that and what that's going to look like. And kind of every day, I just create around the house, make little things and pin them up places. And I kind of hope that everything I do, from, making food to being out in the world, is there's something of a little bit of creativity involved, a little bit of colour.
Yeah, that's lots of creating, crikey. You are truly a creatrix. I'm shifting over because Amy has arrived. Hurrah! And if she grabs a stool from the other room, she'll be able to sit without being on her haunches the whole time. Go, 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 go. Anyway, and I'm going to take the headphones. I should can hear what you say. Right. So, hi, Amy. Put your face in. Look. Ta-da! Amy's here.
Hi, Amy. 2 seconds.
I can let my brain take a rest now. Amy's here. She's the brains of this operation, really. I'm just the jabber on the top. Honest, I am. So that's a lot about what you do. Do you think all the things you do have a common why underneath them? Or do they all have maybe different whys? Or maybe there's one central thing, your why, Melissa?
That's such a good question.
I know, it's a great one.
Yeah, you recommended that book to me, Start With Why. It's brilliant.
Very good.
And have I found my why? Do you know, actually, I have created this kind of a mission statement in the last 6 months, which is to spread love. So I think that's my why.
That's a very good one.
And can you see that in everything you're doing, the becoming a priestess, the creatrix, the editing, the raising the daughters, can you see that why filtering into everything?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, here's a good question that's not on the script. Yeah. Sorry. But have you noticed things in your life that aren't necessarily congruent with that why, and you've started to go, actually, I think I'll distance myself from them, or just drop them because you think that doesn't fit?
That's a really good plan. Yeah, I do things that aren't congruent with that message, possibly, like inadvertently maybe, and I probably could do with some I could do with clutter clearing. I basically it should be a daily practice for me, mentally, physically, clutter clear all the time. But I try and live by that message all the time.
And when something's not congruent with your why, bringing everything through love, how do you know? Do you feel it? Do you see it? Do you sense it?
Yeah, it's a felt sensation of of living with my heart unzipped. So like not being contracted, being really open, and there's a sense of freedom around this area of my body. I can breathe more easily. So yeah, I can feel it.
Hurrah, she's a feeler. We love a feeler. Because we often do things, it doesn't feel right. I can't feel that. And when you say that to some people, that you go, okay, logical. But hurrah, Melissa's a feeler. We love it. Okay, back to the script. Hold on, back to the script.
Where'd you get to?
Oh, you got to the first one. We haven't gone past that. Okay. We've been jabbering a lot. So, talking about summer holiday, obviously, because you love the thing around Green Parent of helping parents go, yes, let your kids go feral, raise children that are connected to nature. So how do the summer holidays affect you, your work, and your family?
That's a really good question. Now, not so much. My girls are both teenagers, and therefore they kind of pretty much are independent and don't need, a lot of input from me. Having said that, their studies have both finished. They both finished their studies, so they're around a lot more, and that means that I kind of tend to want to hang out with them more. So yeah, I probably haven't got as much work done in the last 3 weeks as I would have done normally. But theoretically, I can still work the same hours. It's just that I'm maybe choosing not to. When they were younger, I think I'm into spontaneity, but I'm also really into allowing your kids to get bored and seeing what comes out of that. So really, letting them be free to experience boredom and see what creativity kind of bubbles up from that. Oh, I'm so bored. I don't know what to do. That kind of plays.
Okay, so I have a 13-year-old daughter who is in that, I'm so bored. And after about 3 days of being bored, she'll find something to do. But give me some examples of what your girls find to be creative with. What is their thing? Because you're a creatrix, so how are they creating?
They're amazing. They're painting and drawing and making music. They're both luckily, actually my youngest particularly is really into walking, so she'll walk along the river a lot. She'll take photographs. She's really into Instagram and updating her Instagram feed.
Who isn't?
I'm not, actually. I haven't got into it.
We'll drag you into
my youngest also is into food, so any sort of baking or stuff like that, and rearranging her room as well is always really exciting. They both love creating things for their rooms, like banners or bunting or posters and stuff like that, and always drawing and painting.
Cool. Very creative girls, as in arts creatives. Cool.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
your magazine, The Green Parent, what do you put into your summer editions that makes them different, helps parents to enjoy the summer and enjoy that, okay, my kids are feral, I'm going to completely let them go for it because it's summertime, it's outdoors. What kind of things do you put in the magazine that are a little bit different in the summer?
Okay. We just published an issue, our issue before last. It's just there. Is our festival special, and it's got loads of. It's basically like an events guide for loads of festivals, green festivals that are going on through the summer. And there's lots of ticket giveaways as well. There's articles about raising kids off grid and rewilding your life, like going back to nature and foraging and yeah, it's yeah.
Okay, so
why am I lost for words? In I love most.
In your opinion, whether personally or in terms of kind of for the magazine, what's been your best summer article ever?
Oh, I think it was last year or maybe the year before, we published an article about how to give your kids a 1970s summer, and that really resonated with me. Lots of space hoppers and lots of picnics
somewhere.
Sorry,
can we get a copy of this, please?
Yeah, do you know what? Actually, it's on our website. I think we published it on our website after. So yeah.
What's your website again? Just so we mention it in this. What's your website?
I didn't know if that was a bit promo-ish.
Yeah, that's why you're here.
Okay, it's thegreenparent.co.uk.
Fabulous. We shall go and look for that article because we want that article. It sounds brilliant.
I'll play around on space hoppers.
So are you going to any festivals this year then? Giving everybody else the guide, are you going to any?
Am I going to? Yes, I am. I just got back from Latitude and I'm off next to Boomtown. Actually, the next kind of event like that I could go to is the Goddess Conference in Glastonbury, and then Boomtown, or maybe Lewis Live, actually. That's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh, exciting.
Tag along.
Yeah, we might just come gate crash your party.
Come and dance with me.
That's what we do in the weekend then. Right, let me see on script. Okay, so in your opinion, again, because it's all about your opinion, because this is all about you completely, that's why we're here. Why do you think parents find summer so tiring and don't enjoy it?
I reckon it's because they feel under pressure to have to provide lots of activities every day, and they feel under pressure maybe to kind of keep up with what everyone else is doing. Also, there's I wonder if there's some sort of mental patterning around, oh my god, it's the summer holidays, they're always so challenging. I wonder if you looked at it differently, if you approached it in a different way, if parents kind of came at it with oh, it's the summer holidays, wow, we all get to relax and we don't have to live to someone else's time schedule, and we can follow our own natural rhythms, and we don't have to get up at 7 o'clock every morning. I wonder if if parents were able to reframe it in some way, that it might end up being a different experience. I think coming back to that concept of letting your kids get bored and not feeling like you have to provide something every day is probably a good way to look at it. I remember when the girls were young, I had I'd have some sort of a plan. I mean, they were home educated, so it was, some holidays were a bit different for us anyhow, but throughout the summer I'd have a sort of plan of, oh, we'll have this one thing that we're going to do every day, so even if it's just like a trip to the library, or we'll go to the beach for a swim, or we'll meet up with friends. And it didn't matter if those things changed, but it kind of just gave me a sort of a motivating force behind getting up and doing something every day. That I found that really helped. Did that answer the question?
That did answer the question very well. I was thinking, I'll just wait and go, she's got more. I know she's got more. But no, that's enough, that's fine. So what do you think, because we're all about play, so what do you think the importance of play is, firstly for children,
and their parents, and then for them as families, as well as so as children, as parents, and then as a family unit as well? What's the importance of play, do you think?
Massive, absolutely massive. For kids, it's the way they learn. So everything that a child does, the whole purpose of a child's life, in my opinion, is play. So everything that they need to learn, they can learn through play. Super important. Ideally, kids wouldn't need to go to school until they were like 7, and they would have much more time to play. If not all the way through until they're like 14 or something, maybe even older.
40.
As parents, I think that we often shut ourselves off from play. I know that I did. I'm getting much better at it as I get older. And I think it's a great way of connecting with your kids. It's a great way of de-stressing. It's a great way of remaining youthful. There's probably like manifold health benefits to play. There are, aren't there? There are loads of statistics about the importance of play. As a family, what better way of connecting and bonding than playing together? It's like the ultimate way of creating family memories, isn't it? Getting to play together. And it doesn't have to be something massive. It might be as simple as a kind of, little wrestling session, or a game of ball in the park or something. It's I think it's incredibly important. The most important thing.
Okay,
My turn.
Everything she just said, write that down. We're going to use that. Thanks for that. Amy's got a question for you.
Hello. What's your favourite way to play?
My favourite way to play? I love anything musical. So I have a lot of fun on the dance floor. But probably my favourite way to play is I play in a couple of samba bands, and so I get to dance and play music, which to me just it lights me up on a massive scale. And the gigs are really fun, but the rehearsals are just brilliant because you can kind of really, go freeform with it. It's really good.
When's your next gig? I want to come.
We've actually, our band are playing Pride, but I'm down in Glastonbury that weekend, so I won't get a chance to. But we did a gig on Brighton Seafront this weekend, which was just amazing. So we're playing at the top of the pier, and we're just surrounded by people dancing, and it was, I just felt so lit up by the experience. So incredible to create a sound that just gets a whole crowd, jumping up and down and dancing.
Do you know Martha Scott? She does the dance stuff around a lot of samba stuff.
I don't know her, no.
Generally her dances are all in with the samba. There's a particular samba band she does dance. Maybe it's not your samba band, but they're proper samba dancers, and she's Brazilian, and oh my gosh, she can proper go for it. She's brilliant.
Awesome. Yeah, we don't have, we're all percussionists. We don't have any dancers at the front of our band, which maybe is a sad thing. Maybe we
that's
need
the
to.
We
just.
We can take on. It'd be entertaining if nothing else.
It would be entertaining, yes.
You need some really cool little sequined bikinis and like a feather headdress. Okay.
We're game for that. Public night might not be, but we are.
Yeah.
Any other questions you've got?
I want to know what you did as a kid. What did you play as a kid? Were you musical? Were you dancey? What did you do?
As a kid, I was musical, but it was quite structured. I was like massive into fantasy play, so I would create imaginary worlds. I love being out in the woods, and particularly me and my sister would create lots of like mini fantasy worlds with acorns and little bits of nature and stuff. I was quite a nerdy kid as well. I used to play with like stamp collecting and things like that. Is that play?
Yeah, it's all about creative play and the way you connect to it. So that's a good slink into the next question. What's your favourite game now? We know you like to play with dance and music, but what's your favourite game now that you're an adult?
I like board game.
Or board game, or when you like playing in a group of people and you like doing connecting with people game kind of thing, or game. Or is it cards on your own?
Yeah. Okay.
Pictionary.
Solitaire.
Ooh, melody.
Solitaire.
I really love board games, and I love a good game of chess, but also we've got this kind of community game that we play as a family and with friends called Catan, and it's about building.
That's so cool, that game. We love that game. Got that. Sorry,
it's really awesome. I really love it.
That's a very good game. It's slightly strategic, but isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Very good game.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it actually when we've been doing boost camp sessions, like playing rounders and thinking I'd really like to play more team sports. So I used to really love hockey. So maybe doing some hockey, some rounders sessions, getting a bit more physical with group games rather than them just being board game.
Well, we can help with that for sure. We like those kind of things. Random frisbee. Go.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I think we've asked you all the questions and you've answered everything so lovely, Lily. Anything else we need to ask? Want to ask? Anything?
Don't think so.
Anything else you'd like to tell us?
I don't think so. I think we've covered a fair amount of ground.
We have. It's fascinating. I'm going to keep chatting forever, but we won't. So thank you so much for coming on and telling us how you're top of your game, because you are, and not just in terms of magazine editor and being successful in business, but in terms of having raised 2 girls, they're still alive, well done, and continuing to create, that's a benefit, well done. But also in terms of creating the life you want to create and being congruent with why you're here. So good job being top of your game. High five to you. Go.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you so much, Melissa. We're going to pop this on YouTube for people to watch. And if it's promo for your business, great. If it's promo for you as a beautiful creatrix, goddess, priestess, hurrah. And hopefully we'll all encourage people to play more, because that's why we're here.
Brilliant. You're both very awesome, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning.